Viewers, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Has the Congress party now become an overt mouthpiece for China? Think about this question and listen to what I am going to tell you. Rahul Gandhi's latest antics are both disturbing and dangerous, viewers. The leader of opposition was seen flaunting a banned Chinese DJI drone. Yes, banned Chinese drone, flouting national security norms with impunity. In fact, not satisfied with merely breaking the rules, Rahul Gandhi used this act to question India's progress in the drone sector while showering praise on China. Are we surprised? I am not. Viewers, this doesn't seem like a slip of tongue or an innocent misstep. There is a pattern to this. It's more like a calculated move that places Beijing's interests over Bharat's security and self-reliance, Atmanirbharta spirit. Viewers, the audacity of Rahul's actions is matched only by the hypocrisy of his party. As India bans Chinese drones and apps due to well-documented security risks, Rahul Gandhi's DJI drone stunt in a restricted zone like Delhi is a direct challenge to the national policy. Viewers, in fact, industry voices such as Smit Shah of the Drone Federation of India have rightfully called out this reckless behavior, questioning whether Rahul Gandhi possesses the required certifications or clearances to operate such a device. Yet the silence from the Congress on this matter speaks volumes. Viewers, rules, it seems, are for others, not for the Gandhi scion. But that's not all, viewers. Compounding this betrayal is the voice of Sam Pitroda, a close confidant of Rahul Gandhi, mentor to him, who declared that India must stop viewing China as an enemy. This statement is nothing short of a clean sheet to a nation that has encroached Indian territory, historically killed Indian soldiers and consistently provoked. At a time when India stands resolute against the Chinese aggression, viewers, Pitroda's words and Rahul Gandhi's actions send a dangerous message. Congress is willing to turn a blind eye to China's hostility. Viewers, Rahul Gandhi's preference for Beijing over Bharat is not a one-off incident, but part of a troubling pattern. In 2008, you would remember, Rahul Gandhi personally signed a secret MOU. Pictures of that meeting or that photo opportunity is available. It'll come up on the screen. This MOU was with the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP. This was a deal brokered in presence of Sonia Gandhi and Xi Jinping. The details of this MOU remain hidden, raising questions about commitments Congress made to the CCP. What was the deal about? Then in 2017, during the Doklam standoff, Rahul Gandhi held a clandestine meeting with the Chinese ambassador, a fact initially denied by the Congress party until confirmed by the Chinese embassy. Viewers, why does Rahul Gandhi and his party exhibit such blind faith in China? Why? I don't know. But viewers, don't we deserve better? Don't we deserve a leader of opposition who champions Bharat's interests, not Beijing's? Why does Congress back the China line to demoralize our people?
The fact of the matter is that wars are fought by industrial systems. The fact of the matter is that China has an industrial system that is far stronger, far bigger than our industrial system. And that is why they have the guts to come inside this country. The reason China is sitting inside this country is because Make in India has failed. The reason China is sitting inside this country is because India is refusing to produce.
Unfortunately, they don't allow us to fly these in Lutyens, Delhi. This is a DJI drone made in China. This has come from the toy industry. And that's really the powerful thing. This is actually where we should be playing. And the network that produces this is where the real value is. And all AI is actually going to be operating on this network. And the sad fact, we don't make any of the components inside this. We don't understand how it's made. We certainly don't make any of the optics. We don't understand how it's made.
I don't know what is the threat from China. I think there is always this thing blown out of at times proportion because US has the habit of defining an enemy. I think time has come for all of us to really network nations and not have confrontation. Our attitude is that of confrontation from day one. And that attitude creates enemy, and that creates certain support in the country. I think we need to change that pattern. To assume that China is the enemy from day one, it's just not fair, not just to China, but to anybody.
You heard the comments, Uncle Sam, striking again. Let's open this up. Shazia Ilmi, national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Karan Verma, Ishtaran Bhandari, both of them need no introduction. Kamruzaman Chaudhary ji, political analyst, Ravi Srivastav on the show, Professor Monojit Mondal completes the panel. Kamruzaman Chaudhary ji, forget Sam Pitroda for a moment. By the way, your party has distance from the remarks he made, and he's so defiant, उन्होंने tweet कर दिया है, पढ़ लीजिएगा आप. But I want to ask you about Rahul Gandhi. Here's the leader of opposition. I mean, Rahul Gandhi is not just Congress's property. Rahul Gandhi is the leader of opposition. He is flaunting a banned Chinese drone. What are you guys up to?
Pranesh, one thing you tell me, is India banned any import of drones from anywhere in the world? Of course, yes. We have in February 2022, we have banned the import of drones to promote domestic manufacturing. But has the manufacturing over the last 2 years improved in India to be competent enough to manufacture our own drones? No. But we are importing drones from a Zionist country like Israel. Why? We are importing their Heron, we are importing their Searcher drones from Israel Aerospace Industries. We are upgrading Heron drones with satellite communication and strike capabilities in collaboration with Israel. Even the Indian Army has leased Heron TP drones from Israel for high altitude manufacturing. And which are the companies that have got the component import from Israel licenses? It's Adani. Why? Adani Defense does not control our internal security and external security.
That's not the question I asked Kamruzaman Chaudhary ji. This is classic deflection. I am asking you a simple question. Why is Rahul Gandhi? Why is Rahul Gandhi bending over backwards to mollycoddle China? What explains this behavior?
Pranesh, I know it's very difficult to hear to what I am saying here, because it's very difficult for Modi government to back backward and succumb to Adani's pressure and import drones from a Zionist country like Israel. Why?
Oh, so Rahul Gandhi, so you are saying Rahul Gandhi is like that salesman at an exhibition stall promoting Chinese drone that don't buy from Israel, buy from China. What is Rahul Gandhi? Leader of opposition or ambassador of China? What is he?
Pranesh,
Ravi Srivastav ji,
Pranesh,
why does the Congress party keep doing this? After praising China, and by the way, some of the figures that he quoted is not true. Rahul undermines our braves, questions their valor. Then you have Sam Pitroda in the ranks, who strikes every 1 month. He comes up, berates Indians, and says China is not our enemy.
Pranesh, good evening. First of all, Rahul Gandhi showing a Chinese drone, how does it prove that he loves China? On the contrary, our External Affairs Minister, Mr. S. Jaishankar, has said in the open forum that China is a very strong economy and we cannot pick up any kind of battle with China. और छोड़िए, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री खुद जब हमारे 20 फौजी गलवान में शहीद हो गए तो बोले ना कोई घुसा है ना कोई घुस आया है. अरे न कोई घुस आया था तो आज 5 साल तक बातचीत किससे कर रहे थे दे भाई, हम इस फिंगर पे पेट्रोलिंग करेंगे, वो इस फिंगर पे पेट्रोलिंग करेंगे, ये क्या नाटक चल रहा है? लाल आंख उन्होंने आज तक कभी दिखाई चाइना को? झूला बिठा करके घूम रहे थे चेन्नई के पास जो समारोह हो रहा था, उन्हें घुमा रहे थे अहमदाबाद में साबरमती फ्रंट के ऊपर। लाल आंख तो उन्होंने कभी दिखाते हुए देखा ही नहीं मैंने। $100 बिलियन का बिजनेस आज चाइना के फेवर में है। इंडिया का सिर्फ 15 करोड़ रुपए का एक्सपोर्ट होता है चाइना को।
Now, Ravi Srivastava, now listen to me. I've heard your argument, sir. Now answer one simple question. If everything that you're saying and you want people to believe it, why can't the Congress party declare what was in the MOU that Rahul Gandhi signed? And in what capacity did he sign that MOU? There's Sonia Gandhi there in that photo. We'll pull up that picture, sir. It'll come up on the screen. This is just to rejog your memory, viewers. Look at Rahul Gandhi there, sitting down, signing something. There is Xi Jinping standing at the back, along with Sonia Gandhi. What was this MOU? क्यों नहीं बता रहे हैं?
टैक्स किधर है दिखाइए मुझे। आप बोलते हैं सीक्रेट है, तो फिर सीक्रेट है। Where is the agreement? And where is the Congress government today for that agreement to follow?
रवि श्रीवास्तव सर, इज एवरीथिंग ओके विथ यू?
अरे सर,
मैं एक सीधा सवाल पूछ रहा हूं, इसमें राहुल गांधी क्या साइन कर रहे हैं इस फोटो में? व्हाट वाज ही साइनिंग? व्हाट वाज ही?
सर, वेयर इज द डॉक्यूमेंट? यू शो मी। इट्स ऑल पास।
सर ये तो अच्छा फोटो मॉफ्ड है।
आई एम टेलिंग यू,
ये फोटो गलत है।
क्या है उस फोटो में? आप दिखाइए।
देखिए फाइनली हमने फोटो दिखा दी है। फोटो गलत है।
सीन द फोटो। वेयर इज द एग्रीमेंट? सर, वेयर इज द एग्रीमेंट? शो मी।
राहुल गांधी क्या कर रहे हैं सर? इज ही वीविंग सम डिजाइन इनटू द टेबल क्लॉथ?
वो प्रधानमंत्री के एलन मस्क के बच्चों के साथ खेल रहे होंगे, उससे मुझे मतलब नहीं है।
ठीक है सर, इफ यू वांट टू इफ यू वांट टू रवि श्रीवास्तव जी ट्रिवियलाइज द डिबेट, आई कांट हेल्प इट। यू नो द व्यूअर्स, नो सर, आप बता रहे हैं व्यूअर्स को कि आप क्या जवाब दे सकते, क्या नहीं दे सकते। शाजिया इल्मी, how would you respond to Ravi Srivastava? He says, look, whatever Rahul Gandhi has said about China is a reality.
I feel extremely sad that we have people like him who make a very, very poor argument and who actually expose themselves. And a part of me also feels very thrilled that he's done my job actually. And those of us who want to show things for what they are and what Rahul Gandhi stands for and what people think of him and his supporters. So thank you so much. I want to thank him for exposing himself and the party he represents, for it is very clear to all of us that this deep, admiration they have for China is all too obvious. So in a way, it's very good. But why I feel sad and disappointed at this very discomforting turn of events is when Rahul Gandhi actually uses a DJI drone, which is a Chinese drone, and runs down the Indian industry. Now we're looking at 400 to 500 Indian companies, along with 40 to 50 drone component manufacturing companies alongside. And not just the capacity, but the accuracy, the range, and the entire the broad base with which this industry is working and leaping ahead is something to be very proud of. But clearly Rahul Gandhi knows very little about it and runs it down. What makes his case even more pathetic that he actually carries this particular drone, which is clearly and I think everybody knows that it's a China-made drone and it is available in Western markets. So it's very, very sad that he has to reveal himself. You know, there's one thing, if you want to do this anti-India propaganda, misinformation, bring the country down, it's all right. But to do it in this very absurd, almost, crude manner, just gives you away.
Okay.
So I think
Karan,
that itself is...
what's with the Congress party? First Rahul Gandhi's drone stunt, then you have Sam Pitroda. What do they want? And where will they stop?
So, Pranesh, we need to step back a little and understand this to connect the dots. I mean, for Ravi Srivastava to say Look at the agreement. कौन सा agreement? इनको पता होना चाहिए. The Supreme Court on 24th August 2020 said it is unheard in law that a party can have a contract or an MOU with the government there in China, the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, which is pretty much the government there. It said it is absurd, and Mahesh Jethmalani is following up on this case just so he knows. So that is how serious it is. And Pranesh, there is a pattern to it. Right before the agreement, you know what our trade balance with China was? It was $1 billion of trade deficit. After this agreement, it ballooned to $36 billion by the time UPA left the government in 2014. Not just that, you remember AK Antony on the floor of the parliament saying that we are not building any infrastructure along the border, Indo-China border. We are not building any infrastructure, and not building infrastructure is the best strategy. So, you know, we see a pattern. The Rajiv Gandhi Foundation receives 1.35 CR from the Chinese embassy, which is why its FCRA registration was cancelled in 2022. So, time and again, we see a pattern where China is backing Rahul Gandhi, whether it's his NGO, whether it's Rahul Gandhi's government back in the day, backing China by not building infrastructure, by opening the market to China. We see a clear quid pro quo here. Pranesh, we should not be surprised when Rahul Gandhi said we are fighting the Indian state. He means it. And his fight against the Indian state, the overseas chief is Sam Pitroda. How many times has Sam Pitroda done this? Hua to hua. I mean, he called people Chinese and Africans who resorted to the worst of racial slurs, but was reinstated right away. You remember that? And today again, he said Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai. We've paid the price of Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai, Pranesh, by losing 38,000 square kilometers. You remember from 2010 to 13, we had 600 incursions. So much so that even Mulayam Singh Yadav, who was generally soft towards the Congress, stood up in the parliament and said, "Ye ho kya raha hai?" On 29th April 2013, he said, "I cannot tolerate what is happening. So many incursions are happening."
And all of this is documented.
So, the fact of the matter
because
is,
Ravi Srivastava and Kamru Zaman Chaudhary will turn around and say that Karan Verma is saying, utter nonsense. Ye sab hua nahi hai. You can check the record, sir. Professor Mondal, what do you make of Rahul Gandhi's drone stunt?
I think you are making sort of a mountain out of molehills. I think these are the comments which are very good to have TV debates, but on the ground hardly matters. And in fact, by any stretch of imagination, I don't even think that the party that is ruling the country at the moment, BJP, even considers China to be their enemy. Do they? I want a clear answer from them. If they at all consider them to be their enemy, ban all the exports of goods from China, right? Including the raw materials for pharmaceuticals. Can you do that? The answer is clear no.
I'll answer that, sir.
On the top of that, they are
let me tell you, the problem is not with no. Professor Mondal is getting it wrong. Let me first, set the context right. This is, viewers, we are not outraging here or having this debate because Sam Pitroda said China is not an enemy country. The problem is every time Sam Pitroda or senior leaders of the Congress party, including Rahul Gandhi, speak about the Chinese or the country China, they don't talk about the provocation, the expansionist design, the betrayals after border agreements. They don't talk about it. This blanket clean sheet that China gets from the Congress leaders, that's the problem, Mr. Ran.
Yes. Pranesh, this blanket clean sheet we have already suffered. Do you remember 1950s Nehruvian policy of Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai? And then after the war, there used to be a Hindi line, Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai Peeth Modi, and then dash, 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 dash. Because that is how China stabbed us in the back. And today, Sam Pitroda is again talking about how to deal with China, which is the same policy of Nehruvian for which we have already paid the cost. Let's come to the second, because it's a larger ecosystem. How many people know that V.S. Achyutananda, tall communist leader, wanted to organize a blood donation camp for our army fighting the war because they needed blood against China, and he was taken a disciplinary action against for daring to suggest to give blood to our soldiers. Why stop at that? Then you come to 2013, where the reports of then National Security Advisory Board chairman says how China has done incursion after incursion and have taken over 640 square kilometers land, if I remember correctly. Or you come to now, it is not the first time, because Sam Pitroda has not spoken for the first time in a manner as if he is a citizen of China, nor has Rahul Gandhi supported these views or drawn analogies to this. A leader, he is a leader of opposition. Even if arguably one industry of yours needs improvement, you say our industry is improving, you suggest as a politician, if I come to power, I will do this. No, but when you do criticism and then also in global stage, you try to bring down the industry, which as a leader of opposition you should not do. But the larger picture starts from the first picture. When you as a political party sign a MOU, why does the public not know it? The MOU is with you. Why don't you disclose it? What are you trying to hide in those clauses? And is that the reason Sam Pitroda wants friendship and not a decisive policy?
No, but
against
Ishtaran,
China?
the question you are asking, Ravi Srivastava says there was no MOU. Where is the paper?
Let me answer this also. This news that there was an MOU has been covered multiple times. Why has some leadership of Congress, authoritatively president, not denied it ever? It's not a new news.
Kamruzaman Chaudhary ji, sir, ye kya tha is MOU mein?
Pranesh, one thing I'm requesting you, please do not control the plenary and the debate by muting some of our opposition panelists out here. Thank you. Having said that, you speak very eloquently about the MOU every time you want to bring in the Congress party and link them with China and so and so. May I ask you one simple question? Nitin Gadkari in 2011, Ravi Shankar Prasad in 2014, Ram Madhav in 2016-2018, Vijay Goyal and a BJP youth delegation 2018. Even Amit Shah ji visited China. Why were all these BJP leaders visiting China? Why were they meeting the Chinese Communist Party officials, discussing about economic collaboration, discussing about political collaboration? These are all documented. Can any of the BJP sympathizer or the BJP panelist out here, can they provide a justification? Why did they?
Shazia Elmi is responding.
Let me finish first. I've got a lot of questions.
Let's get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way, Kamruzaman ji. It's an important question. It comes up during the debates on China. Let's get it out of the way. Yes, ma'am.
It's shocking that Kamruzaman ji has to say this. Are you comparing the two? Are you comparing actually signing off an MOU, an actual document on which there's signatures of the royal family of India, the Gandhis, along with the CCP? Is that all right? Should Indians not know about it? I'm quite shocked at the way you speak. Are you comparing that with meetings that Chinese leaders have had with Indian leaders? And here we're looking at, and of course the many other connections that we know there are about the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation being funded by them partly, and what have you. And Rahul Gandhi mocking Indian army jawans and saying they were thrashed and Tabang clashes, when everybody saw the Chinese troops getting thrashed by Indian troops. But most importantly, are you comparing meetings, senior meetings or leaders meeting?
No, Kamruzaman ji is saying that if other leaders of the BJP can go visit China, have talks with them, so can Rahul Gandhi. Kamruzaman ji, boliye, what's your other question, sir?
The basic point, Shazia Elmiji, you must understand that BJP even led a delegation of their BJP workers and leaders to China for a political training in China under the CCP watch. I need answers for that. You cannot deny this. This has been documented very well. And if it has been denied, if you deny it, bring out a case against me. Bring out a case against me. File a case against me. File a case against me.
You must give answers
because the BJP has harmed Indian interest with respect to China like anything. First, okay, Shazia ji, I cannot.
No, one at a time. One at a time. 1 minute. 1 minute. Shazia Elmi, Kamruzaman Chaudhary ji, 1 minute. Karan, would you like to put this in context? This whataboutery that look, Ram Madhav went there, Nitin Gadkari went there, so we will not disclose what was signed.
So, Kamruzaman ji, everybody is allowed to go anywhere. That is not a problem. But when there is an agreement, an MOU Or this MOU is in court, by the way. 24th August, I'm quoting the exact date. 24th August 2020, the Supreme Court says it is absurd. It is unheard in law. These are the exact words of the Supreme Court. And it has told Mahesh Jethmalani to go to a lower court and from there get the context of the documents, because these documents should be known to the people. So there is a difference between something that is sub judice right now and the Supreme Court. I'm sure you believe in the Supreme Court of India, right? The Supreme Court is saying it's absurd and unheard in law that a party is having an MOU with another government. So don't try to, monkey balance this entire thing. This is a very serious national security issue. And also, again, what has been established corroboratively is that the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation received 1.35 CR from the Chinese embassy. Can you imagine this? How are you even comparing this with some visit of a political delegation or some party members to a foreign country? I mean, have some sense of proportion. आप नहीं defend कर सकते, बोल दो it is indefensible. भाई कांग्रेस ने अपना spokesperson नहीं भेजा, मैं भी नहीं defend कर पा रहा. But please don't resort to this kind of whataboutery.
बोलिए सर, बोलिए, Kamruzaman ji बोलिए. Ishtaran, I'm coming to you after this.
For the umpteenth time, I've been raising this issue whenever the BJP and their supporters bring out the MOU issue out here. And I'm very happy today, at least both Shazia Ilmi and BJP sympathizer Karan Verma has accepted that their leaders had gone to China, got some political
training
going
from the to China is not the problem, Kamruzaman ji.
That's not the point.
What has happened? Kamruzaman ji, sir, 1 minute. 1 minute. Going to China is not the problem. Signing a document is, and not revealing it. If the document, you see, if the document is about the Congress party wanting to open new branches in Beijing and in other Chinese cities, bata dijiye na, what is it? Why are you not revealing the contents of the letter? Why? By the way, you were saying that why do you single out this one instance? There is a pattern. I said it in the introduction. Karan Verma mentioned it. Rahul Gandhi in US had said China does not have any has no employment problems. Ye galat hai. This is patently false. Why is he endorsing the China model and berating the India model? Why? To oppose Narendra Modi. The better ways of doing it than flying a drone. Ishtaran.
Yes. Pranesh, 2 points. Firstly, a diplomatic visit is fundamentally different from an agreement in law. If you have an MOU with somebody, you are coming to certain terms which you are reducing to writing. So that has a different legal impact. But more importantly, because of funding, forget India for a second. Chinese have a strategy. In Canada, they have funded political parties, they have funded political leaders selectively. There is a cash for access investigation and a scandal going on in China. And when we have in India, a trust or an NGO controlled by some people getting money from China and an MOU which we do not know what the terms are. Did that MOU have any financial transaction? We do not know all that. That is why that MOU has to be discussed. And when in light of people praising China all the time and dinging Indian interest, that debate becomes also more important.
Ravi Srivastav, when someone asks you, is Rahul Gandhi an authority on drones? Should he not have done the minimum, background check or preparation, for lack of a better word, while choosing to, use this particular drone? This is a banned Chinese drone, sir. Why do it?
He said, industrially, China is far ahead of us. They are far more developed. They have got 5 times the GDP of ours. Our EAM has said that they are stronger. We cannot take a fight with them. Nobody is commenting on that.
Sir, the EAM, 1 minute. मैं इसका जवाब दे देता हूं 1 minute. The EAM, the External Affairs Minister, has never contradicted what the army has said. Rahul Gandhi contradicts what the government claims. Who tells Rahul Gandhi? Does he have some secret briefings? Or does he have a parallel agency like the Congress has set up, an eagle to tell him what is the latest position on Chinese encroachment? Where does he, what is the source of information? Wikipedia. Wikipedia has, cables of Rahul Gandhi and what the US thought about him. Why are you not answering this question?
You answer my question, why the EAM said it. Why don't you answer my question? Let the BJP answer it. You are not a BJP representative anyway.
Well, I am giving you,
neutral
I am only extending,
neutral.
sir. Shazia Ilmi will answer that question. Let me put it to her. I am only asking you on logic. This is not about the external affairs minister. This is about Rahul Gandhi. Things he said in the past. So don't see what he's done today in isolation.
What I am telling you is that again and again you are raking up the bogey of that fact. You do not have it. Nobody has it. It has never seen the light of the day, and you are talking about it. A fake document. And why the Mr. Ram Jethmalani did not go to the lower court and got that agreement? Why 5 years now? Any other advocate would have gone.
Sir, he didn't go to the lower court because because some of your alliance partners don't believe in judiciary. They think that lower courts will set the country on fire. But Shazia, respond to Ravi Srivastav's specific question on Rahul echoing what Jaishankar said.
So again, there is no comparison whatsoever, and there is no need to even bring the two incidents together. I think Ravi ji is doing it only because he knows offense is the best form of defense, and he knows this is indefensible. He knows he gets embarrassed every time this gets mentioned. So he goes all over the place and he runs helter-skelter, which is why he's saying what is known to everybody, what the size of the Chinese economy is. I mean, our foreign minister doesn't really have to say it for us to know. Everybody knows it. But more than that, it is our Raksha Mantri, and along with the foreign minister, who's talked about what China is and what China is not to India and India-China relations. First of all, Sam Pitroda has no locus whatsoever to speak on this. So I don't know in what capacity he speaks, and I don't know in what capacity Rahul Gandhi speaks about Indian drones. But going further than that, literally a few years back, in 22 in fact, it was the Raksha Mantri who answered in the lower house of parliament in Lok Sabha and said that how PLA troops were prevented in Tawang, Sector 9, and ensured that the Chinese don't come in, when it was Rahul Gandhi who, again, because of lack of research, knowledge, information, and his China obsession, enough for China.
Now, enough of Rahul Gandhi, let's talk about Sam Pitroda. Kamru Zaman ji, Sam Pitroda का बीजेपी इक्विवेलेंस कौन है जो वहां गया, जिसने इंडियंस को चाइनीज बोला? अब इसमें भी 4-5 एग्जांपल दे दीजिए आप.
Hey, Pranesh, actually, what Sam Pitroda has said, I particularly, my fellow Congress workers, nor my party, I believe, will subscribe to what his views are. Because we have already considered and consistently have said this, to be very candid on your show, that China is a hostile country to India, and we do not subscribe to what Sam Pitroda has said. Basically because of three main reasons: the border tensions, the strategic encroachments that is happening, or the economic aggression.
I'm glad that you are at least, conceding that. That is how mature discussions happen. But let me ask you this. Now that you've distanced yourself from Sam Pitroda, why does he keep saying this again and again? Party rules, discipline don't apply to Sam Pitroda because he's Rahul Gandhi's mentor, guide, what have you.
To be the devil's advocate out here on our show, let me just tell you one thing very frankly. What's happened is that everybody under the sun has got a right for his alternative viewpoint. He has thrown out a viewpoint. I may not like it. Pranesh may not like it. Not my fellow countrymen.
No, sir. Like 1 minute. This is not, just like no. So this is the same logic you apply when Rahul Gandhi says our fight is not against the BJP and RSS. We are fighting the Indian state. Look, Rahul has his own views. He's entitled to his own views. Sorry. When you are in a responsible position, you can't just get away by saying anything you want.
Pranesh? No. Yes, Pranesh, one very fundamental point. I think you are being too kind and too generous. It's very nice that Mr. Kamru Zaman is taking the view, but his views don't count. Congress has a hierarchy. We all know what is Sam Pitroda in the hierarchy, that he gets suspended, he gets reinstated, he is closest to the closest family. So a person who is not a part of that hierarchy at that level is not somebody who can distance from his views. That distancing can only happen by Rahul Gandhi himself or by appropriate disciplinary action. So please do not be kind, because on TV you say one thing, but when you want to address certain interest, you speak other thing. The senior person's view in any organization is the organization's view.
Karan, why is Sam Pitroda getting such a long rope?
Pranesh. So, Pranesh, this is the typical good cop, bad cop. Kamru Zamanji knows this. He might come up here and use these sugar-coated words. Sam Pitroda is fully backed by Rahul Gandhi, because Rahul Gandhi behind the scenes completely endorses his viewpoint and wants this to be peddled. He plays the good cop, saying, oh, we are facing aggression from China sometimes. That is also sometimes, because very often we see his real side comes to the fore when he starts appreciating the Chinese. So let's not fall for this bait and understand, believe in the actions they performed. How is it that 23 times the trade with China increased during UPA? How is it that no border infrastructure was created? How is it that 600 incursions occurred with no action for the Chinese? That is where the story lies.
So there is a story of benevolence that, we need to dig deeper into, because Ravi Srivastav says there is no MOU. Kamru Zaman Chaudhary says, pehle aap kagaz dikhaiye, fir hum kagaz dikhayenge. Let's move on, viewers. Let's move on with the hope that the Congress party finally takes some concrete action against Sam Pitroda. Let's turn our attention. Viewers, the Trump administration's